Hello everyone and welcome to
a video that I haven't prepared for, but I made a cool jingle anyway.
So I am standing in front of the Hong Kong Airlines Training Center where I have been invited by Hong Kong Airlines to try out their A330 full flight simulator in exchange for a lot of money. So I am an avid flight simmer. I have flown many hours of the Aerosoft A330 in my spare time, but I have been flight simming ever since the humble days of FSX. All that knowledge and experience from that time has built up to this very moment, and today we're gonna have some fun with one of these bad boys. So join me on a first-person view of that flight. Let's go! Before we get to the flight, what exactly are we flying? Well, let's talk specs. The simulated aircraft is an Airbus A330-243 with Trent 772B-60 engines. The simulator itself is a CAE 7000XR full flight simulator, which is Level D certified, the highest qualification available. It's mounted on 6 linear actuators to provide all 6 possible degrees of freedom for an object, meaning the platform can move around as you fly, giving the experience next-level immersion. The display, however, is the cherry on top. It's a huge wraparound projection screen that provides a 180-degree horizontal and 40-degree vertical field of view, but that's not even the coolest part. What makes this display different from a normal projector surface is that it's designed so the projected image looks much farther than it actually is. To do this, the image is initially projected onto a smaller transparent screen just on top of the cockpit windshield, which is then reflected back to the pilots with a large curved surface that's actually a mirror. So when you're staring down the end of the runway, you actually feel like you're looking in the distance, and it also means that 2 pilots seated next to each other will be looking at the same thing, which isn't possible with a normal screen positioned that close to you because of parallax. Unfortunately though, I wasn't able to find any information about the specs of the computer running the simulator. I've asked my instructor and he didn't know, I emailed Hong Kong Airlines and even CAE, the manufacturer of the simulator, but no response. Whatever the case, I'm sorry I couldn't find the specs. If anyone who works in the industry is watching this and is willing to provide them, please put them in the comments below, since I'm sure many would like to know as well. Oh, and later at the bottom of the screen, I'll have subtitles for any callouts that we say or should have said during the flight. We did miss some of these because we were distracted a few times, but they'll be there in case anyone's interested. Now let's fly! Wow, it's cold in here. This first flight, I was the pilot flying, or PF, with the instructor as my pilot monitoring, or PM. He was coaching me through it and making sure I knew how to fly the thing before handing off PM duties to another guy. Typically, they'd make people with no flying experience, such as myself, use their fixed base A320 simulator first to introduce basic concepts. But thankfully, my desktop sim experience was just enough for them to let me skip directly to the Level D sim. In the first flight, we're doing a simple pattern around Hong Kong Airport, taking off on runway 07 right and doing an ILS back into 07 right.
You do your flight control check, full up, full down. Full up.
Okay.
Full down.
Wow, there's more resistance than I thought.
Yes, it does.
Full down.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Full left.
Full left.
Full right.
Full right.
Neutral. If
Neutral.
you want to do the rudder,
Rudder?
they have the switch here. The low sail ceiling switch. You push that down.
Which one?
This one. Push down and then
Oh,
the rudder.
okay.
Yeah. If you don't push that one down, when you do the rudder, the low will remove.
Oh, that's why you don't feel as much resistance when you turn it on.
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So everything is set because I gave you the quick engine start because I want to save time.
Yep.
Yeah. You're better using the time to fly rather than on the ground.
Okay.
So today your V1 is 150, okay, 150,
155.
155. We're using fax takeoff. Fax 55.
Yep.
That means we don't use full power. Okay? This is thrust lever. Fax is 1 kick and 2 kick. Kick. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, your call sign is 789.
789.
So, parking brake release.
Okay.
Okay, when it's 789, you clear for takeoff.
Wait, how do I do the braking thing? Is it, oh, okay, this one, right?
This is for the brake.
Alright.
Okay. Hand on thrust lever, and then let's go.
Okay, take off.
feel the moving.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, stable.
Kick, kick. Yes.
And flex 55, best thrust runway, auto thrust below.
Okay, you're the captain, hand on thrust lever. Thrust set.
Checked. Up.
100 knots.
Checked.
V1.
Rotate.
Oh my god.
You follow the flight director. It's a switch bar.
Nav.
Left. Pause the climb.
You're up. Oh my god.
You like it?
Oh, can I use this every day?
Yeah. You find more sim time.
Lever
Okay,
climb.
If I climb, put the nose down.
Thrust climb, climb, auto thrust.
Yes. Follow the flight director. Beautiful.
Oh my god, this is so
Recheck
cool.
Flap zero.
Flap zero.
Okay, after flap zero, after gear up, you call for after takeoff climb checklist.
After takeoff checklist, please.
Yes, after climb checklist, landing gear,
Up,
flaps,
up.
we check.
Oh, retract it, sorry.
Yeah, packs.
On, off,
Okay,
yes.
so bear ref, we stay on the
1013? Okay.
After takeoff climb checklist completed. Okay, I give you flap one now.
Okay, flaps
Stop to
one.
Slow down.
What's up with the seatbelt sign?
When you put flap one, they will cycle the seatbelt.
Oh, that's why.
But not all the airplanes have this one. Some airplanes have.
Oh, okay.
Okay, after Stera, you can descend to 17.
Yep,
okay,
17.
1007.
I'll just keep it at 17.
You see the one way there?
Yep. There it is. Oh wow, the HZMB is modeled here? Dang, that's cool.
I slow down the airplane, speed track factor.
Okay.
I'll give it the key as well.
Alright.
For your first landing.
I can really feel it slowing down.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god.
See the rumbling.
Yeah.
Okay. Speed check flap rate.
Alright.
Now you got gear down flap rate. Landing flap is full, huh?
Full, right? Yeah.
Yep. Speed check flap full. When you're ready, I give you a landing checklist. People coming in, follow the flight director. It will come really quick. Follow the
Lodestar.
flight director. Follow the flight director. Good.
Speed, alt star.
Check. Over there is Macau. Hong Kong is here. Hong Kong. That's a Lantau Island.
Alt.
Okay, landing checklist.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advise.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Checks completed.
Low.
Check. I give you the go around attitude.
Alright. That's
I give you 5.
okay, thanks. Still a little bit low.
Yep, hand on thrust lever.
Yep.
Gently follow the flight director.
Yep.
Okay? Don't let it climb.
Or I could just go
They will hit the guide path very soon.
still a little bit high.
Don't worry.
I mean low.
Don't worry. The guide path is alive. You see the guide path?
Yep, it's right over here.
Yep. You're using a roll iOS, I will recommend it using this one.
Okay.
You can see the line.
Glide slope star.
Yep. And then you follow the flight director.
700 feet per minute approx.
Yeah. Approximately.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you're doing 140 knots, it should be around 700. But
Times
you
5, right?
divided by 2.
Oh, divided by 2. Okay.
Yeah. Using the ground speed divided by 2.
Ah, okay.
Guys, look.
Glide slope, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Look outside, look inside, look outside, look inside.
Yep.
Okay. For this one, you keep going 100 feet, no, don't do anything. 50 feet, 40 feet. 40 feet cut the power and then raise the nose about 2 degrees.
Okay.
And then they will drive in. Okay?
40 cut the power, really?
Yeah.
I always did it at 20.
No.
40, okay, I'll
40.
try 40.
Try 40. Gently move.
Gently, yep, gently. I forget how sensitive this thing is.
1,000.
Checked.
Stable.
Land.
Check.
100 above.
Checked.
Check.
Minimum.
Continue.
Don't climb.
Nope, not
Looks
yet.
good.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Beautiful.
Holy crap!
Lower the nose. Lower the nose. Hand on reverser.
Reversers.
Yes. Pull the reverser. Spoilers. Reverse. Diesel. And then dance your neck. Maintain the center line. Dance your neck.
Yep.
Really good.
70 knots. Idle
Okay.
reverse.
And then
Manual braking.
manual braking. Stop on the one way.
Okay, hold
You
on.
see the bus is running on the road.
Oh yeah.
Truck. And the people grabbing the hand.
Oh my god.
Stop on the one way. Set the parking brake. I will positioning you the other takeoff.
Alright.
Okay, really good on this one. Okay,
Oh my god, that was fun!
set the parking brake.
Okay.
This next flight, we're doing the same pattern around Hong Kong, except due to bad weather, we ended up diverting to Macau using the ILS on runway 34. This time, as he thought my flying was adequate, the instructor sat behind me in the instructor's seat acting as ATC, and didn't give me any instructions on flying the plane itself, essentially letting me and the PM handle things on our own.
Develop of checklist, flight controls,
Checked.
checked flight instruments,
Checked.
checked briefing,
Confirmed.
flight setting,
Config 1.
config 1, V1, VR32 to flash temperature,
150, 150, 155, and 55 degrees.
150, 150, 155, 55, ATC,
ATC is set.
ECAM memo,
ECAM memo, takeoff no blue.
down to the line,
Yep. Below the line, please.
these are the line, take off runway,
Take our runway 07 right.
07 right confirmed, cabin crew,
Advised.
yes,
Tara.
the engine start selected,
Normal.
packs,
Packs are on. Yes.
before take checklist complete.
Takeoff. Mantog, SRS runway, on thrust blue.
Yeah, hand on thrust lever.
All right, yep.
First set,
Checked. Wow, that acceleration.
100 knots,
Checked. Wow, you really need to dance with the pedals on this one, huh?
V1.
rotate, positive climb,
Gear up.
gear up,
Nav.
checked,
That's enormous. Thrust, climb, climb, auto thrust.
check,
Flaps up.
speed check, flaps up,
Okay, after takeoff now.
altitude climb checklist,
Yep, after takeoff checklist, please.
landing gear,
Up.
flaps,
Retracted.
packs,
On.
altitude climb checklist complete.
All right.
Bohemia 789, for your information, due weather, Hong Kong Airport is closed.
Oh,
Your company telling you divert to Macau. Present position, direct Papa. See the Papa?
Yes,
Yep. Papa is leading you for the ILS runway 34 in Macau.
okay. What's the runway length?
34.
34. Okay.
Yep. Okay, we go to land in runway 34 Macau.
Okay.
Hong Kong is closed due to thunderstorm.
Okay.
Okay? But later on, the thunderstorm will drift overhead of Macau.
Awesome. Let's do it.
So assume that you talk to the Macau tower, your diversion to Macau, everything is done, and then they hear you direct proper and descend to 3,000 feet. Now you descend 3,000 feet.
Okay.
Descend 3,000 feet.
Okay. Just go open descent. Thrust idle, open descent.
Okay. But you see, when you go to the proper, the intercept angle is pretty sharp.
Should I go around?
In the real life, for the instrument rating, you better request a holding a proper
Okay.
for the intercept. But I can give you the radar vector. Okay.
The vectors are fine. Vectors are fine.
Yep. I give you the radar vector. Fly heading 210.
Fly heading 210. All right. There we go. Heading select.
Yep. 210.
Okay. Flaps
Yep.
1.
Speed check flaps 1.
You see the proper is on the right. Okay. Macau is there. Okay.
Yep.
Just stand by for intercept. Continue to descend to 3,000 feet heading 210. Morning 789. Clear right turn direct proper.
Direct
Clear for
proper.
ILS approach runway 33 right.
Turn right, direct proper, clear for RS 789.
Direct to proper
Direct
again.
pop up. Yep. Okay. Nav.
Left proper.
Yep.
Left proper.
And clear for the approach. Should I up?
Yep. Up arm approach, please. Yes. Glide slope look blue. Cat 1.
Checked. Ditto.
Glide slope star.
Checked.
So this time in Macau using medium auto brake.
Oh, medium?
Yes.
What's the runway length? Is it short?
Yeah.
Okay. Flaps 3.
Speed check flaps 1.
Glide slope. Loc.
Checked.
A little bit high.
Not high. Just gently follow the flight direction.
Flaps 4.
Flaps full. Yep.
Speed check flaps 4.
All right. When it extends fully, then landing checklist.
2,500.
The altimeter live. Yeah, landing checklist.
Heavy crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Auto thrust speed.
Auto brake.
Auto brake medium.
Ecam memo.
Landing no blue.
Criteria monitor.
Okay.
Before landing checklist complete.
When 789, wind is 340 at 10, you are here today.
Clear to land 789.
Okay, you are here to land. You will see the one way in a minute.
Yep.
Okay, do the same thing just like Hong Kong, alright?
Checked. Runway in sight.
1,000 stable.
A little bit to the right. Checked.
Front director.
Yep.
100 above.
Check. Land.
Checked.
Minimum.
Continue.
For this one, no need to fare too much. Just a little check, okay?
All right.
Yeah. 50 feet, do nothing. 40 feet, cut the power. You can check the airplane about
100.
2 degrees.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh,
Retard.
enough.
5.
Good. Reverse.
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 Spoilers.
Reverse. Spoilers.
Ooh.
Decel.
Reverse green. Diesel. Keep it on the center line. Yeah, down slowly. Good.
70 knots, idle reverse, manual braking.
Stop on the one way, set the parking brake. Fantastic. Fantastic.
In the next situation, we're doing an ILS for runway 07 right, but this time we're landing in low visibility snowy weather along with locked slats. That limited us to a flaps 2 landing at 165 knots, around 25 knots faster than usual. Let's see how that goes.
In the water, yes, can do.
1,000.
Checked.
But the effect is not so good. Yeah. The people panic. Yeah. The nobody.
Slight crosswind from the left. Oh, runway lights in sight.
So this is an extreme case. You've got to such a bad weather with the flight control problem.
All right, disconnecting autopilot, manual flying.
Autopilot off, both on.
Checked.
Yep.
Cat 1.
So expect this one will be firm landing. It doesn't matter.
That's okay. Land.
Okay? You're coming in 165 knots. It's really
100
high.
above.
That's fast.
Yeah, and also on the final, you expect high sink rate as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Minimum.
yeah, this is 900 feet per minute.
Yep, continue. Easy, easy.
100.
Let's do this.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10.
Oh, a little bit of a float.
Looks good.
5.
Looks good.
Wow,
Looks good.
that was too smooth maybe.
Peace out.
70 knots, idle reverse.
Okay, stop on the one way. Set the parking brake.
Manual braking.
It's really good.
Thank you.
So this is the.
For this final flight, we're doing the same pattern, taking off on runway 07 right and doing the ILS back to 07 right, but the instructor changes the time midway for a beautiful night approach and landing.
Okay, before takeoff, check us below the line, please.
Before takeoff, checks below the line. Takeoff runway.
07 right.
07 right. Confirm. Cabin crew.
Advise.
TCAS.
TCAS Tara.
Engine stop selector.
Normal.
Tracks.
X are on.
Before takeoff, checks complete.
Okay, now we still have a time to do the takeoff and landing. Okay?
Okay.
Wind is the 340 at 15.
Okay, that's a crosswind, isn't it?
Yep, that's the crosswind. You clear for takeoff, count 5,000. Alright?
Okay.
Just turn the engine and the wing and that's all. Are you ready?
Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go. Checklist is complete.
Okay.
Go.
Takeoff. Wait, Togo?
Using flex.
Okay, flex. Takeoff. And flex 55, SRS runway, auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set.
Checked.
Drops.
Checked.
B1.
Reverse. Pacific climb.
You're up.
You're up.
Have.
Checked.
Thrust climb, climb auto thrust.
Checked.
Flaps up, please.
Speed check comes up.
Yep.
Landing gear.
Up.
Box.
Retracted.
Box.
On.
Up takeoff climb checklist complete.
Up takeoff checklist complete. Okay, thrust idle open descent to alt 1700 blue.
Flaps.
Flaps 2, please.
Check flaps 2. And approach.
Yep.
Traffic.
Up.
So this is the
Speed alt star.
traffic, you see? Plus 06. It may be a helicopter. It may be the other aircraft.
Ah.
Yeah.
So that, wait, plus 06 means they're above us?
Yeah.
Okay.
He above you 700 feet.
Ah, okay. Loc star.
Checked.
Whoa, is that a thunderstorm?
What do you think?
I think yes. Loc.
Checked.
Right director. Over to the left.
Landing gear.
Yeah. Actually, yes. Landing gear down, please.
Gear down. Flaps.
Flaps 3, yes,
Check
please.
flaps 3.
Wide slope star.
Checked.
Flaps full, please.
Check flaps 4.
Wide slope. Landing checklist, please.
Landing checklist, cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto prep.
Low.
Camera.
Landing no blue.
Criteria monitor. Landing checklist complete.
Landing checklist complete. Wow, that was nice.
$1,000.
Checked.
Stable.
$500.
Checked. Land.
100 above.
Checked.
Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Reverse. Reverse, spoiler 3. Ease level.
Very good.
70 knots.
70 knots, idle reverse.
Okay.
60 knots, manual braking.
Stop on the one way. Stand the parking brake. The storm is really Okay. Set the parking brake. Okay, gentlemen.
So by now I'm sure you're all wondering how this felt to fly. Well, the first takeoff was exhilarating. The pushback in your seat and the G-force when you first lift off feels incredibly realistic. For all I knew, I was flying a real A330. I've experienced a lot of takeoffs as a passenger, but getting to actually do the takeoff yourself, to pull back on the stick and watch as you rocket away from terra firma, that's just pure euphoria. What's really thrilling though is the landing. In a desktop simulator, no one likes a hard landing, or even a firm one at that, because really it's more about the pride than anything else. In this though, especially in the last 50 feet when the runway is rapidly approaching you, you're actually scared of slamming the plane onto the runway because of how physically painful it would feel. So during the flare, I wasn't thinking to aim for butter. I was aiming to reduce the descent rate to a safe value. If it's smooth, well, it's one of the most satisfying feelings ever. But if it's firm,
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Ooh.
20, retard, 5.
well, I was still happy. It actually doesn't feel as bad as you might imagine it to be because the seats are really comfortable. In terms of the handling, it feels quite similar to Aerosoft's A330. Being an Airbus, its normal flight control law means that you could leave it at a certain pitch and bank angle and it will stay there, making it very easy to fly even for a beginner, especially with auto trim since you don't need to correct for airspeed or configuration changes. It's a nice and very stable plane, even with gusty winds. I didn't have much trouble following the flight director through a storm. Though, compared to the Aerosoft, it felt just a tad more sluggish to respond to control inputs. The side stick also had more resistance than I thought, but its complex actuation makes it feel unlike any HOTAS I've ever used. Landing is where it showed the biggest difference from its desktop counterpart. You need noticeably more flare input, especially when trying to hold the attitude down the last few feet, because the Aerosoft tends to hold its pitch attitude by itself after you flare. You might think though that moving from a desktop sim to the actual cockpit of the plane will feel completely different, but I was surprised with how similar and familiar it felt. When I first sat down and got ready for takeoff, I didn't have to think twice before checking the flaps, spoilers, lights, and fiddling with my displays. Flying with my left hand and managing the thrust levers with my right felt natural, even if I'm used to doing the opposite at home. It seems like the reflexes I developed in the desktop simulator translated almost perfectly to the real cockpit. And I say almost because the one thing that didn't translate very well was rudder control. At home, the only rudder control I have is the rocker switch on the throttle of my HOTAS 4, which I control with my fingers. So as you might have seen, I had a little trouble tracking the center line during takeoffs and rollout since I wasn't accustomed to using my legs to control the rudder. The graphics in the simulator weren't as good as I thought though. Although the frame rate was stable and smooth with no stutter, even switching weather or time happened pretty much instantly. The visual system looks remarkably similar to FSX but with active sky and payware airports included. So, not terrible by any means, but the new Microsoft Flight Simulator looks significantly better. Even P3D V4 can look better with a few add-ons. Believe it or not though, there is actually something in the simulator I found completely inaccurate, and that's the engine sound. Hong Kong Airlines use either Pratt & Whitney 4000s or Trent 700s on their A330s, and before making my reservation, I specifically asked to use an A330 simulator equipped with Trent 700 engines, because I love the way they sound. And that's indeed what I was given. However, during my first takeoff, amid the overwhelming excitement, I was ever so slightly disappointed to not hear the characteristic howl of the engine when increasing thrust from idle, or the grinding of the blades when they go supersonic at takeoff thrust. Rather, the engine sounded like Pratt & Whitney 4000s, which is not an insignificant oversight, especially for something that's supposed to be a completely accurate representation of the real plane. But even then, those feelings quickly disappeared as soon as we took off the first time. It's just so cool to have flown one of these, and to have flown it well at that. So if there's any takeaway at all from this video, it's that we should appreciate our desktop simulators more. They're closer to the real thing than we realize, and in some areas, like graphics or sound, they can actually surpass the best commercial simulators on the market. So thank you, P3D, X-Plane, Flight Simulator 2020, and good old FSX, for letting millions of people fulfill their dreams of flying. I'd also like to thank Kai Tak Aviation and Hong Kong Airlines for this unforgettable experience. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Please also remember to hit that bell icon next to it so you don't miss any future videos. Post your questions, comments, thoughts, feedback, and suggestions down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.